Still sitting in a truck seat that's older than your favorite pair of work boots? Your back has been filing complaints for years. If your seat is worn out, sagging, or just plain uncomfortable, it's time for an upgrade. Head on over to seatspecialist.com. Check out their selection of quality replacement seats built to keep you comfortable mile after mile. And don't forget to use promo code TR10 4U to save 10% on your order. Seatspecialist.com, because a better ride starts with a better seat.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to That's Delivered. I'm your host, Ray, and today we're hitting the road with the world's largest truck stop and a must-visit destination for truckers and travelers alike, the famous Iowa 80 truck stop. Joining us as a very special guest is Heather DeBaillie, the Vice President of Operations and Marketing at Catscale Company and the Iowa 80 Group. Heather is here with us to share not just stories behind the iconic stop, but to give us a sneak peek into these exciting events planned for the 2024 Walcott Truckers Jamboree. Heather, it's great to have you here with us. To kick things off, can you tell us a little bit about your journey into the trucking world and your experiences that you've had so far?
Well, it's been a long journey. It's a 30-year journey so far.
Wow.
So, oddly, I like most people that get into trucking, you don't wake up and say, I'm gonna, be in the trucking industry. But once you're in, you get sucked in, and it's like you can't ever leave because you love it so much. And so I actually started out working for a nonprofit out of college, and one of my jobs was to try to raise funds for Junior Achievement was the nonprofit that I worked for.
Wow.
And so oddly, my boss happened to call on Iowa 80 Truck Stop asking for a donation. And one of the owners of the truck stop was like, hey, I'm actually looking for somebody we're looking at starting a marketing department. And do you know anybody? And well, here I am.
There you go. Wow. And you never looked back
30 years
since.
later, I'm still here.
Wow.
So it worked out.
That's pretty cool. So you got into that atmosphere, that experience. What was your experience been like so far that you would like to share with people? That
Oh my
journey,
gosh.
30 years, I'm sure you got a lot of stories.
So many things. And, but I think what it boils down to is people. I've met so many cool people that I work with, customers. Being the world's largest truck stop, we get a lot of different media that shows up here. Celebrities that show up here, political candidates. So it is nothing like, 30 years ago when I started that I imagined, this job would ever turn into, that this place would ever turn into. So it's been really fun, and just so many different things I've experienced, just travel, with Catscale, going to Catscale locations, working at trade shows and meeting all kinds of people. Hosting the Jamboree and having all of these amazing show trucks that show up and meeting all of those people. If you're not in trucking, you don't understand necessarily the sense of community that's here. And that goes across, that's not just within drivers, that's drivers, truck stops, vendors, just everybody in trucking that I've run across are truly neat and genuine people, and that's made my 30 years so far fly by.
Wow. I'm glad to be a part of it as well. When I saw I had the opportunity to have you on, I was like, man, this is pretty cool. The world's largest truck stop. I mean, man, you've seen quite a few people come through there. What's a few people that you can you mention a few?
Sure. We had Bono stop by on a tour that he was doing, and he's just in our food court sitting down talking to drivers, so that was pretty cool. We've had Larry the Cable Guy here, when he was a big thing.
Wow.
So they actually filmed part of his show, one of his shows here, and so that was That was something else. Let me tell you.
That was a riot.
It
Wow.
was, it was a fun day. It was a fun
Wow,
day.
man.
And of course, with the Jamboree, we've had a lot of different bands here. We've had Sawyer Brown, we've had Chris Jansen, a lot of country focused bands, but we've had like Blackberry Smoke and a lot of these up and comers that have gone on, to be somebody famous. We hosted Martina McBride and the Ride before she was, so that tells you that was a long time ago. I mean, that was, 35 years ago.
Wow.
But yeah, it's been fun. I mean, we just have a lot of neat stuff going on here.
Man, that's a show that you just don't want to stop. Man, that's really cool that you get to be a part of all that. So looking at some of the Iowa 80 truck stop, for those who haven't had the pleasure of stopping by, what makes Iowa 80 truck stop so special as a must-visit destination for truckers and travelers alike?
I think the core of it is that we're family owned, still the same family. Bill Moon started the truck stop in 1964. He actually worked for Standard Oil at the time, which then later became Amoco and is now owned by BP. And his job was to locate places for little tiny truck stops. And when I say tiny, I mean like there's a restaurant and a small store and like 2 diesel pumps. So that's what Standard was building in the 60s. So he located the spot in Walcott, and it opened in 1964. A year later, in 1965, he ended up taking over management of it and started running the truck stop for Standard Oil. So it's been the Moon family involved in every aspect of Iowa 80 from the very, very beginning. And he passed away in 92, unfortunately. I never got to meet him because I didn't start until 1994. But his son, Will, is the current president, and his daughter, Delia, is the senior vice president. And I've, worked with them the whole 30 years that I've been here. And now, third generation is coming into the business as well. So that's pretty cool that, something that's 60 years old is still the family and the hands-on. They're here every day. They're making sure things run smoothly. And so that sense of family, I think, carries through to employees. We have a lot of families that work here. And, we always say, treat our customers like they're a guest in your home. So treat them like family.
Wow.
And I think you get that vibe when you're here, that everybody's welcome, everybody's cared for, everybody's appreciated. And at least we hope that that's how you leave thinking, wow, that was really nice. I want to go back.
It's a very impressive place. What a nice, intimate relationship you have there. That's really cool. When I got a chance to stop by there, it was very clean and welcoming. Sometimes when you hear truck stop, you get a different impression, but it was nothing like that. I felt like I was at an amusement area.
Well, we have been referred to as Truckers Disneyland. So
yeah, exactly. So yeah, I did get that feeling. So, and I can't wait to come back. Can you give your listeners an idea of some specific facilities and services that are available at the Iowa 80 truck stop?
Sure. I mean, we like to think that we're a home away from home because we know that it's hard for drivers sometimes to get a lot of things done when they're on the road. So, we have all the usual stuff that you would expect. We have a restaurant and a store and a chrome shop. We have a food court, but we also have a dentist. We have a barber. We have really nice laundry facilities. We have a chiropractor. We have a Dog-O-Mat pet wash. So if you're traveling with your furry friend and they get a little stinky, you can get your truck washed and get your pooch washed while you're here. We also have 24 private showers, and our goal with that is that nobody really ever has to wait, because we know when you are done for the evening, you just want to relax. You want to, take a shower, eat a good meal, and then rest before you have to be back on the road the next morning. So we try to make sure to have enough of everything and that you can maximize your time when you're here. And yeah, how valuable that is. And one of the other things, like with the haircut and the dentist and the laundry, if you can get some of those things done on the road, that means when you're home, you can focus on home. You can focus on your being with your family and not spend your entire weekend or 4 or 5 days off doing all of those kinds of errands. Do them if you can when you're on the road.
Wow.
And you can really focus on just being with your family when you're home.
Man, that is very special. You mentioned a restaurant. You got a favorite dish that people should try to look out for or try?
Okay, so I love mashed potatoes and gravy. I mean, you put gravy on anything and I will eat it. And so we have, I mean, our fried chicken is amazing. Also, our meatloaf dinner, which meatloaf, green beans, mashed potatoes, and then pour gravy all over that. So I can't pick a favorite, okay? But you'll notice I have, my theme is gravy. So my other favorite dish at the restaurant is a hot beef sandwich, and I'm like, you just dump that gravy all over that thing, and I'm yum.
Wow. Yeah. See, you got me ready. Man,
Yeah,
that's
I'm like,
pretty good.
it's not salad for me. So I mean, we have a great salad bar, but I'm like, bring me the gravy.
Yeah, exactly. If it's got, it's with gravy, hey, you got it, man. That's you're on the right track. I like it. All right. So, so you offer services like, a super truck showroom, right? And a trucking museum. You mentioned the barbershop and the chiropractor. How important is it to provide these kinds of amenities to the truckers and travelers for you and the family and the whole group there?
Yeah, well, and we've evolved over the years because we started out, we were really, tiny. And then as drivers, as we talk to our customers, talk to drivers, say, what would make your life easier? What could we add that would help you? And that's just kind of how we ended up being the world's largest truck stop, because as drivers would say things like, more food choices. Sometimes I don't have time to sit down in the restaurant and eat, so I need something quick.
Yeah.
So that's what kind of spurred our food court concept.
Okay.
But then we also knew that sometimes you don't want to eat fast food. You want a home cooked meal. So we have a 300-seat restaurant. You're traveling with your pet, so you want to be able to get your pet washed. Maybe you've got some downtime. Maybe you're here on a 36-hour restart. So we have the trucking museum. It's free. You can walk around, look at over 120 antique trucks and gas pumps and all kinds of cool stuff. Maybe it's something that you remember, oh, my dad drove that, or my grandpa drove that. That's pretty cool. Or just to read all the signs and understand how all of these different brands came to be and evolved and what they turned into. It's really cool to see how far trucking has come in 100 years. Man, I would not want to be somebody driving those early 1900s trucks because they just looked awful.
Yeah, no power steering.
Comforts. Heck, half of them didn't even have doors or windows. So it's like, yeah, this would really be awful. We listen to the customer. What does a driver want? What do they need? What's going to make their life easier? So, the laundry room, the barber, the dentist. And our dentist, is mostly emergency care because you're on the road. Of course, that's when your tooth cracks, not when you're at home, or that's when you have, something get infected. So he does a lot of that emergency care, and he's on call too. So if it's the middle of the night, you call, he's got his number posted, and you call, and if you say, hey, it's that bad, you need to come out, he will show up.
Wow, that is unexpected. How cool is that? Just to build the appreciation for people as to all the work you guys do and that you put into it. It's incredible. The truck stop has been open 24/7 since 1964. Is that correct?
We have never, ever closed.
Wow. So
through all of our expansion, all of our remodels. I mean, we're not saying that it hasn't been kind of a pain a little bit sometimes, but we understand that, that's important. For the driver needs a place to stop. So we work really hard to make sure anything that we do, we can still stay open.
that is awesome. Yeah. So man, you guys maintain a real high level of service. around the clock. That's impressive. Very impressive. So has a truck stop evolved over the years? What have you seen that, or maybe we focus on the future, any future developments to look forward to? And how would you like to share that with us?
Well, I think, again, it goes back to what are drivers asking for? What do they want? What do they need? And we always we're always reinvesting. So we're never complacent. So even if we're not adding something, we might be remodeling something because it always has to be nice and fresh and welcoming for people.
Okay.
But we just opened a dog park like a month ago.
Oh,
So,
oh,
travelers, drivers, I mean, it's one thing to have your dog, get out on the leash and do their business, and then they have to hop right back up into their tiny little space in their cab. I mean, let the dog run around in the dog park. We also have a lot of green space next to the museum and our office building. So I will see drivers out there throwing the frisbee with their dog,
yeah.
doing things but that's on purpose because we know that they need that time. We have a pond out front of our office building that, we have benches around it so drivers can, if they just want to relax and decompress, go sit on the bench out by the pond,
Man.
for an hour or, whatever.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just, we understand it's a hard job and we want, when you come here to Iowa 80, we want you to just be able to say, oh, okay, I can relax for a little bit. I can get everything I need taken care of. And when I get back on the road, I'm refreshed.
Man, you did that. You did that for me. Actually, that's how I felt when I walked away and got back in my truck. I felt refreshed. So,
Oh, well, that's nice to hear. That makes me
yeah.
feel good.
Yeah, and I didn't expect it. My co-driver was driving and he surprised me. So when I woke up, he said we're gonna stop in, and so yeah, it was.
And was that the first time you had ever been here?
Yeah, yeah. That
Oh
was the
my gosh.
first
So
time.
what did you think? Like when you opened you were like, where are we?
Oh, I was excited because there was an opportunity I had before, and we passed up because we were trying to make good time. And this time we just say, hey, we're gonna take a few minutes to see the sights, and it all worked out because something delayed us a little further back, so we got to do our switch right there. So it was perfect. Yeah, walked in and saw the trucks and all the parts that you can get and accessories. And it's like Candyland. So yeah, it was a
It's
really
kind of
nice surprise.
overwhelming a little bit, isn't it? Like when you
Yeah.
first walk in, you're like, whoa.
No, I loved it. It was a great way to wake up, and I was energized because after that we were headed to Spokane. So that was a little bit of a drive, and we got to think about that, and got something for my family, a gift for them, So they
That's
saw it. Yeah.
awesome.
Oh yeah. It made a huge impression. Yeah. So
Well, thank you.
I look forward to coming back. So the 2024 Walcott Truckers Jamboree. Can you give us an overview? Can you give us a breakdown on that, or see what?
So the best way to describe the Jamboree to somebody who has never been is it is like a festival meets a family reunion, meets a truck show, and a concert all rolled up into one event in our parking lot. So
Wow.
it is, I like to call it's like trucking's family reunion because we see so many people that they come back every year, they show their trucks. We have vendors, so we have about 175 vendors. We have live music and concerts every day. Every night we have fireworks. We have an antique truck display. We have a giant pork chop cookout. We have Trucker Olympics where it's just as goofy as you think it is. So drivers sign up to compete in these trucker games, and we do things like a tire roll or strap winding contest or, water balloon toss, or you have to run like an obstacle course with a cup of coffee and not spill it. And I mean, we just do all kinds of like fun stuff
Wow.
like you would play at a family reunion, only
Yeah.
a little bit more geared to truckers.
It'll make you feel like a kid again.
So, and I mean, I'm telling you, it gets serious sometimes because these like guys, they want to win. And and we
But-
do this strong pull contest. So we have a men's and a women's division where
Mhm.
we have this antique cement truck that weighs like 12,000 pounds. And so we have a pull where they have to actually like pull on the bumper and they have to pull it a certain amount of distance to qualify. And then, yeah, so I mean, it's fun. We have a pet contest. So like truckers who are traveling with their pets. We have on Friday of the Jamboree at 10:30, we're doing a pet contest. So if you have a, cat, dog, ferret, I don't care what bird, whatever you got in your truck, we have best dressed categories, owner look-alike. We have a best trick contest. So
Really? Oh
so
my
yeah,
goodness.
and we have prizes and medals and everything, and we have medals for the Trucker Olympics, and then we have our Super Truck Beauty Contest, which is the serious, truck show competition. So we give away almost 40 trophies in a bunch of different categories for that event. So we have company truck classes, we have owner operator classes, we have show class, meaning like it's not a working truck. We have antique divisions. We have a rat rod division. We just have all kinds of stuff going on. And
Man.
we have a lights at night show. So like all the drivers turn on their lights in the super truck competition. I mean, some of these are just some like crazy light shows that they have on their trucks. And they get judged for that. It's fun.
Man, that's just the next level, big time. And I love how you guys love the pets. You're not leaving them out one bit.
No, no,
That's
not at
pretty
all.
cool.
I mean, gosh, I mean, I know that if I was, traveling, I'd want to have a pet with me.
Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, yeah. They add a lot of comfort. You're right. So, can you share a memorable moment to the listeners or a story that the past jamboree that captured the spirit of the event, either fun or personal, that you want to share?
Oh gosh, I don't know that I could pick one. I mean, we've had a lot of stuff, a lot of fun stuff. We've had a lot of crazy stuff. Like we've had, lots of rain, and those kinds of things make for funny memories and stories. Like when you're like, hey, remember that year when it was 106 degrees and everybody was just like melting? Oh, remember that year when it rained so hard that everybody's walking around in their waiter boots and it was like up to your knees? And remember, I mean, we just have all kinds of, just fun. Remember that year when, all the concerts and, like Sawyer Brown came and we had so many people, we didn't even know where we were going to put them all. We couldn't park everybody. We couldn't, but we didn't care. We figured it out.
Yeah. Wow. You guys are go-getters.
Well, it's
Man,
all
that's
about fun. I mean, we want to make stopping at Iowa 80 fun. We want to make coming to the Walcott Truckers Jamboree fun. Because if you're not going to do that, I mean, what's the point?
right. Yeah. Man, how about that? I got a question that may be a little off the wall, but I'll give you a challenge. Is there three words you would describe Iowa 80 truck stop, and what would they be and why?
Well, the easy answer is world's largest truck stop. I mean, that's the easy three words. And I think we all know why. I mean, it's huge. Not only in, acreage. I mean, we're on over 80 developed acres. We have parking for 900 trucks. We serve over 5,000 people a day. We've been open, I don't even know how many hundreds of thousands of millions of consecutive, hours.
All right.
So that's the easy one.
You
Now,
crushed it.
if
You
I were to
crushed
say
it.
it again and not pick that, I would say, family as one word. I would say another word is caring,
Okay.
because I feel like our employees really care about drivers, and I feel like the owners really care about everybody. They care about their employees, they care about the customer. Um, and I think probably the third word would just be, well, I can't even do just one word. Like, you got to see it. I mean,
Yes.
you've got to see it.
Awesome. That's good. You won. You won the prize. Get the Triple Crown. That's awesome. So if you were to pick one song to represent the spirit of the Walcott Truckers Jamboree, what would that be?
Well, we have our own jingle for the
Really?
Jamboree. Yes. And well, if I try to sing it, I'm going to probably like blow up your podcast, meaning that people are going to be like, we're never listening to that again. But it's like, we're calling all truckers to the Jamboree, and
Huh.
all the drivers know it's the place to be. So it goes on and on from there. But so I would have to say that's my favorite.
Did
But
you
I could
have something to do
also
with that, or
say
was it originated?
it's an original song, yeah, that we commissioned.
Wow.
Gosh, probably 20 years ago, and we've used that jingle ever since.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I love it. I can sing the whole thing, but I won't. Like I said, I won't scare away your listeners. But
No, no, that's what's cool
another
about a
good song
podcast.
would probably be Parking Lot Party. I mean, because that's pretty much what the Jamboree is it's a big parking lot party.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
No, that's perfect. I I wouldn't be able to. I'm gonna learn the song. I'm gonna take the challenge and learn the songs. Yep. So if you were,
I'll send you the jingle after this so you can listen to it.
no way.
Yes,
What a real treat.
you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I can see how she wants to sing it. It's so catchy.
It's
You won't get it
catchy.
out of your head. Yeah.
Wow. All right. All right. You got it. So do you have any hobbies or interests outside of the Iowa truck stop? And
Oh,
you'd
I
like to
love to be
share?
outside. So especially, in the spring and the summer and the fall. I like to garden. I mean, we live on a farm, so I have a lot of
Oh,
cats and pets running
I
around.
knew it. I knew it.
You're like, oh yeah.
That's cool.
I like to read. I like to just like sit on the porch and relax. I like to cook. So yeah, I'm not really one to sit still.
That's the best way to do it. Stay busy.
Yeah.
Wow, what a cool life. Yeah, that's the best way to spend your time. How nice. And so what's the best part about your job as a vice president of operations and marketing?
I know with that
Sounds
title, it
pretty
sounds
heavy.
so stuffy and like, it's whatever. Um, the people I work with are amazing. And, the Catscale side as well as the Iowa 80 truck stop side, everybody gets it. And when I say that, I mean, they understand the mission. They understand our mission as Catscale is to be the absolute best, provide the most accurate weights for the driver and stand behind that. And
Wow.
there's no question that everybody is on board with that. And we do whatever needs to be done to make sure that that happens.
I mean,
On
those
the
scales
Iowa
are,
80 side, it's the same deal. Everybody
yeah.
understands the mission is to provide a wonderful experience, a great place to stop for the driver. And the people that don't understand, they don't stay long because they just don't get it. But we have so many people that have worked here their entire life. They've worked here 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. Our general manager of Iowa 80 Truck Stop started at 14 years old, washing trucks and pumping gas when we used to have actual fuel attendants, that would pump the diesel. He
Yeah.
is now the general manager, 40 some years later. He has worked almost every job on this property, but he loves it. He loves drivers. He loves the people. And, that's what I would have to say too, is everything is about the people. Everything else is just a task. I mean, it's just something that you do. It's something that you complete. But people, the people that I work with, the people that I encounter, in my job, our customers, I mean, that's what makes it all worth it.
Man, that's perfect. You're good at what you do. Yeah. You put the words right where they need to be. That's paint a beautiful
Well,
picture.
and I think it's because we all believe it. It's not lip service. I mean, we believe it. We love being here.
Makes it easy. Yeah, it makes it
Yeah,
easy
it
when it's
really
like that,
does. It
right
makes
from the
it
heart.
fun.
And those scales, I looked at the map of all those scales. It's so many. I mean,
We are, yes, 2,200 locations across the US and Canada now.
oh my, that's
But
massive.
again, that's where, where we're needed, where are loads being generated? Where the drivers, because you want to weigh after, as soon as you can after you load to make sure that you're legal. So we have to keep track of, where's that load origination happening? And we want to make sure that we're there so we can best serve the driver. And I mean, we have a form on our website that's like, hey, is there a place that there's a lot of load generation happening and we need to have a scale? Tell us. I mean, we'll go there. We'll look at it. We'll see if we can make it work.
Oh, cool. Wow. Man, you covered it all. You do a really great job. Make my job really easy.
Oh, well, thank you. That's nice
Yeah,
of you.
yeah, it is. Um, is there anything else you'd like to share with the listeners about the Iowa 80 truck stop, or the Jamboree?
I would just say if you haven't been to the truck stop, just come and see it if you can. I mean, even if you only have 20 minutes to stop, or it's your 30-minute break and you can stop, just come and experience it. I mean, give us a chance to serve you.
All right.
If you've been to the truck stop but maybe you haven't been to the museum, if you get a chance, go check it out, because it's really amazing to see all of the old trucks that are in there. And it's free admission, so it's not going to cost you anything but your time. And lastly, if you've been to the museum, you've been to the truck stop, but maybe you haven't come during the Walcott Truckers Jamboree, I think everybody should experience it once. It is a true celebration of trucking and truckers, and it's just a big outdoor event. We're just having a good time. We're playing games, and there's, competitions, and there's food, and there's music, and it's all free as well. It's a thank you. It's a thank you to drivers. It's a thank you for everything that you do. We know you work hard. And if you weren't out there delivering everything that we need, I mean, we would have nothing. And we celebrate that with the Jamboree, but it's also a chance for us to show the general public who may not be up close and personal with trucks or know a driver, come and see what this is all about. Talk to some drivers, look at their show trucks. I mean, they're hardworking people just like anybody else.
Wow.
But a lot of times all we focus on is that big truck that's in our way on the road, that one that might be going 65 when you want to go 80. Or, they don't understand the turn radius, or they don't understand the stopping distance. This is our chance to show the world how awesome truckers and trucking is.
Yeah. All right. Wow. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to bring my wife.
Yay!
She's gonna get the experience as well, and we're pretty excited about it. Where can listeners find more information and stay up to date with the latest news or the events about the Jamboree or anything else new?
So the two best places for the Jamboree are truckersjamboree.com, which is our website, and there's a schedule of events, so that's up to date. And also to follow Iowa 80 Truck Stop on social media, so Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, because any announcements or changes, events, that all gets posted there.
Awesome. Awesome. So thank you so much, Heather. We're going to close it with that. We thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to share those insights and stories with us today. It's been truly inspirational to hear your story and the way you express it right from the heart. It's been fascinating to hear about the events that's going to take place with the Jamboree. And our listeners, I'm sure they're going to be excited to know more detail. And you gave them exactly where they can keep up to date with that on the social media. So, what if you're out there and you're listening, please be sure to check out the Iowa 80 truck stop or experience the Jamboree. Consider this your personal invitation to witness the heart of trucking. The community is hands down, goes without saying. So you guys are going to get the greatest experience, but from the greatest host. So for more information, please stay up to date with the latest news and events at the Iowa 80 official website and the social media pages. Heather, we wish you the best and your entire team. You've been great, and we wish that you guys continue to serve the trucking community as you do. You've been doing a fine job with it. So thanks again for joining us, and everyone out there, keep on trucking, stay safe on the roads. This is Ray signing off from That's Delivered. Drive safe and take care. Thank you, Heather. So,
perfect. Thanks so much, Ray. And I will see you next week at the Jamboree.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, take care.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
We're calling all truckers to the Jamboree. Every driver knows it's the place to be. At Interstate 80, exit 284, there's a big trucker party going on. So crank up the rigs and get them on the road, cause everybody loves a big trucker show. There's antiques, super trucks, and carnival games. It's so much fun, you're never gonna be the same. In Walcott, Iowa, USA, there's something for everyone to see. We're calling all truckers to the Truckers Jamboree.
July 11th through the 13th, join us for the 45th Truckers Jamboree. Performing July 11th, Royal Lynn and Matt Still. And July 12th, Shane Prophet and Blackhawk. Saturday is the Danny Lynn Howe Band. Brought to you by Catscale. Shuttle rides will be available to and from the grounds, courtesy of FMCSA. The Walcott, Iowa Truckers Jamboree, July 11th through the 13th, at the world's largest truck stop. Free admission and parking.
In Walcott, Iowa, USA, there's something for everyone to see. We're calling all truckers to the Truckers Jamboree.
Are you a trucker looking for a safe and reliable place to park? Look no further than Truck Parking Club. With locations across the country, we've got the perfect spot waiting for you, whether it's daily or long-term parking. And right now, use promo code DELIVERED at checkout for an exclusive discount. Reserve your spot today at truckparkingclub.com and drive stress-free, knowing your parking is covered.